Live from Cardines Field in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island, it is the Newport Gulls pregame show on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Tonight, it's the first game of the NECBL playoffs as the #1 seeded Newport Gulls will be taking on the 8th seed Ocean State Waves. I'm Quintin Pelzel, and simply put, the Ocean State Waves, it's a miracle that they're even here right now. A couple days ago, they needed 2 wins against the Martha's Vineyard Sharks in a doubleheader, and they were down to their final strike in the last inning with nobody on base, down by a run, and they somehow won that game. They came back and they won game 2 as well to clinch that 8th seed, and now they'll be looking to continue their hot streak tonight against the Newport Gulls, who have been the best team in the NECBL all season long. They're first in the league in ERA, first in the league in hits offensively, and then of course defensively, they're among the league's best as well. Tonight, they'll be looking to start their journey for their first championship since 2014. We've got interviews with players and coaches. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Newport Gulls pregame show and the NECBL Broadcast Network. The new pitcher right now is the right-hander from Pitt. It is Ryan Andrade. He is making his 10th appearance of the season. He's got a 2.88 earned run average, 32 strikeouts in 25 innings. His first batter faced will be David Mershon with runners at the corners. TJ McKenzie at third. He represents the tying run. Jack Brooks at first. He's the go-ahead run. And we'll see how the Gulls want to play this. And I'm sure Frank Holbrook told the infield what to do in the event that Brooks does take off for second. We were in a similar situation like this, and the Waves scored a run. That was back in the 5th inning. First pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1.
And then you also had that situation where Waves had runners in the corners and Ramirez grounded into that really good double play for the Gulls. So they've been on the wrong and right ends of situations like these throughout the night, and now Andrade has quite the task here in the top of the ninth.
It is just Slade Alford in on the grass at third. Mike Anderson is holding on Brooks at first. So anything hit up the middle on the ground will score McKenzie, and that will mean a tie game. The Gulls playing for 2 outs. And it's going to be tough to double off David Mershon, who, pound for pound, probably the fastest base runner on the team. Quickly 2 strikes on Mershon. Chokes up on the bat. Andrade's pitch. 0-2 is chopped. Andrade off the mound. He flips it home, and he is safe. McKenzie dives under the tag. What an athletic play from Andrade, but McKenzie just too fast, and we are tied here at Cardines.
Unbelievable. For the 2nd straight game, the Waves have been down a run. They come back to tie it all square, but what an athletic play from TJ McKenzie. That's where putting the pinch runner in matters, Quintin. You get a little bit of extra speed around the base paths, and it paid off there even a second later, and he is caught out there, but instead the Waves score the tying run.
Yeah, so much I know. I definitely wouldn't have pinch run for Barnum. I mean, Barnum was motoring around the base paths. He's got a lot of speed, but McKenzie has blazing speed, and you said it, Nathan, every second matters, and McKenzie just barely dove under the tag. That would have been just an electric play from Ryan Andrade, who was just a split second late. Still waiting for the official ruling on that. I think they call that a fielder's choice and an RBI for David Mershon. But the batter now is Ramirez, and he swings and misses 1-1.
So now the situation becomes even more interesting for the Waves because you still have a runner in scoring position, first and second, and still no one out.
They actually gave Mershon an RBI single on that. So runners at second and first, nobody out. Andrade continues to pound the strike zone. 93 on that fastball, 1-2 to Ramirez. So the Waves not only scored the tying run here in the 9th inning, but there's still nobody out. And they've got runners at second and first with the heart of their order coming up.
It's the most run they've scored in a game here at Cardines all season as well. So they're in uncharted territory here deep into the 9th inning.
Choking up on the bat. The 1-2 is a fastball in there. Strike 3 called, 1 down. Huge strikeout for Andrade. Welcome back to the Newport Goals post-game show. I'm here with player of the game, Sam Coolsagum. Grand slam in the 6th inning, propels the Gulls to their 11th win of the season. And Sam, take me through that at-bat. What went through your mind? What were you looking for? And talk to me about that swing.
Yeah, honestly, that arm for them had been good all day. He really shut us down and just went up there looking for a fastball. And before the at-bat, I got to shout out Matt Shark. He gave me a fins up, which made me laugh and kept me loose. I think that definitely helped.
And you've had a terrific start to the season, second on the team in batting average. I think it's up near 400. What's been the key to your success so far this year in the NECBL?
I think just staying loose and trying to have fun with the boys. It's fun when I get to hit with guys like Anthony D'Onofrio, Luke Beckstein, Trent Farquhar, Dakota Jordan. Those guys, all those guys make it fun to hit behind them. So we got guys up and down the lineup who can swing it. So.
And after the game, I saw you signing some autographs for some kids and for the community here. What do the fans mean to you here, playing in front of a packed house pretty much every home game?
I think that's the best part, honestly. I try to stay, pretty mellow throughout the game, but after that hit, I smiled a little bit coming around. It was a good atmosphere. That's why I love being in Newport, man. You can't really beat the fans and all the kids. It's awesome.
Sam, thank you so much. Enjoy this one. Congratulations. Great job tonight. Thanks, guys. I'm here with Trent Farquhar. Had a big day at the plate today. Had the 3-run homer and the RBI single in Game 2. Take me through those 2 at-bats. You had that 3-run home run. How did that feel? And then this RBI single here. What went through your mind during that at-bat?
Yeah, obviously it felt pretty good to catch a couple barrels and help the team win. Luckily, I was able to get on time for a change-up left up, and obviously kind of hit it out of the ballpark. Sometimes it happens accidentally for me, but yeah, it was good. I was just trying to I try to get it something I can hit early and often with guys in scoring position and not waste any time. And luckily, I got a couple pitches to hit, and the barrel worked for me today. So I found a couple holes, and it was good.
There was about 2.5 hours in between the end of Game 1 and the start of Game 2. How do you kind of stay in the right mental mindset and stay prepared physically?
Yeah, obviously it's a challenge, obviously being here for early work and stuff like that at 11 and playing a long first game, stuff like that. But we were just hanging out in between, playing a little password and stuff like that, and playing some iPhone games and stuff like that, kind of get our mind off of baseball a little bit. And then once Coach said tarp's coming off, then it's like, all right, we can relock it back in. But yeah, just kind of staying loose and get my mind off baseball a little bit, help me stay loose in between games.
Team is now 7-1. You guys have the best record in the NECBL by about 3 games. What's clicking for you guys right now, and what's allowed you guys to get off to such a good start?
Yeah, all facets of the game are working right now. Obviously, you can see we won today in 2 different ways. First game, 13-1, sticks were hot, kind of came out nice, and then the pitchers kind of saved us there. 3 hits each team, 2-1 ball game, so we can really win in any sort of ball game, close game, slugfest. Either way, we're pretty diverse and dynamic as a team, so that's cool to see.
Thank you, Trent. I appreciate that. Congratulations, and go get some rest.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Ringside Report. I'm Quintin Pelzel. Well, last Friday did not go how the Friars intended it to, as they came up short against the Yukon Huskies. Providence got down early 3-0 in the first period and just could not muster any sort of momentum offensively as they lost by a score of 6-1. One of the lone bright spots in the game came from senior defenseman Casey Brooks, who scored her 3rd goal of the season, good enough for 2nd on the team. I had a chance to speak with head coach Matt Kelly and Syracuse transfer Hannah Johnson to get their thoughts on how the team played over the weekend.
Yeah, well, I thought we came out slow start, obviously going down 3 early. Obviously, that's not a recipe for success. But I thought, after going back on the film, I thought, we didn't play physical enough. I thought we didn't play structured enough. I thought our attention to detail was off. So it's something that we're definitely putting on the forefront this week as we prepare for UNH.
I think we had some positive takeaways, but also we definitely need to learn from our mistakes, and moving forward we just need to focus on winning our one-on-one battles and then just being a better cohesive unit and communicating with each other on the ice so that we can mesh a little bit better and be on the same page when we're on the ice.
Despite the slow start to the season, the Friars are confident they can correct their mistakes and continue to improve.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to be positive about things that we're doing well and continue our momentum for those areas of our game that are successful, but also push to improve in the areas that we have been unsuccessful at, and definitely minimize the areas that we have dips or we break down during the game. So I think minimizing those errors, and then just playing a full 60 minutes, that's gonna definitely help us.
Yeah, I think, it is still early. Early, a lot of hockey left, and I think, Hockey East is wide open. It's a very tight league. Week to week, you're seeing who's winning, who's losing, and it's very tight. And, although we may be sitting in the bottom of the standings, we're still right there, and, we're a couple good weekends away from, jumping up right back in the mix.
Johnson has been a positive influence on and off the ice for the Friars and has even started playing the center position after playing the majority of her career at defense.
I would say it's definitely been a little bit of a challenge in terms of how to think on the ice and like areas of the ice that you as a defenseman wouldn't have seen yourself being in. But I think it's been really fun playing alongside 6 and 7. They've made it seamless for me. And just like focusing more on my face-offs, and I think that will help me succeed more and our team succeed more as we continue to have possession.
Yeah, obviously she brings maturity. She's been around college hockey for a long time. She competes like crazy in practice, which is awesome. She brings the level of compete up every day. She's super motivated, and we did switch her. She was a D in previous years, and she's playing center now. But her skating ability allows her to make that transition, and she's been a great addition for us so far.
Next up for Providence is 2 games against the University of New Hampshire Wildcats.
They're a team, they play physical and they play tough, so we got to make sure we're matching their intensity and we're ready. And obviously, I think our PK is going to step up. Their power play's been doing really well. They got a good power play percentage right now, so we got to make sure we're staying out of the box and not putting them on a man-up situation.
Yeah, I think for us, it's just about playing a full 60 minutes each period, coming out on top. And I think individually we can focus on winning our one-on-one battles, and then together communicating, working as a full 5-man unit, and that's going to help us put us up on top against UNH.
UNH will enter play on Friday with an overall record of 4-5-1 and 2-3-1 in conference. Just like the Friars, the Wildcats are coming off of a tough weekend in which they were winless against the UVM Catamounts, and they're on a 3-game losing streak overall. The Friars won all 3 games against the Wildcats last season, and they'll be looking to continue that on Friday here at home at 6 o'clock. And then on Saturday, Providence will travel up to Durham, New Hampshire for a 7 o'clock puck drop. You can catch all games on ESPN+. I'm Quintin Pelzel, and thank you for watching this week's edition of Ringside Report.